It is quite a pot shop though.
Wow.
Malache's grow house is impressive. A glimpse of what an industrialized marijuana operation could look like if it were to become legal. Here, a state-of-the-art hydroponic system fortifies 300 plants, allowing Malache to be a one-man environmental system. Cannabis is a weed. It grows easily in many environments, has few pests, and can quickly reach heights of 20 feet. In just 3 to 4 months, a crop can be grown and harvested.
This room is pretty much finished. Okay. It's just being flushed right now, and you'll see the difference now with the amount of pot, for example. So squeeze that.
Squeeze it?
Squeeze it. Okay, now feel your fingers.
Really sticky.
Really sticky.
Yep. And so what does that mean?
Well, that means there's a lot of THC in there.
Malache is growing some of the strongest pot available today. The leaves and stems end up on the compost pile. These budding flowers are the prize, holding nearly 18% levels of psychoactive THC.
This could get you very high.
If you smoked it, yes. But what's high?
How is this so much healthier than others?
It's beautiful, it's green, there's no bugs in it. It's not curling in any way, shape, or form. It's not lacking anything.
Like closely doted upon children, nothing is too good for Malache's girls.
They're really beautiful plants. I can honestly say I've never seen anything like it.
This is a lot of pot for 3 people, but Malache insists he's manufacturing medicine, not pot to simply get you high.
Well,
specifically, he's making THC-laced butter.
What you've seen in the plants is here. Well,
that I squeezed.
That you squeezed.
Right.
Now what we do is with this now, as you see, it's in a bud form. Now that's could be considered, you know, a smokable form, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And from there now, what we do is we take this and we grind it down.
How much is this here?
This is approximately a half a pound.
Okay.
And what we'll do after is we grind it. And this is approximately a pound. Once it's steamed and cured, this is what comes out. No leaf, no powder, just straight old butter. And from the butter, we end up making cookies, different types. There's butterscotch, different types of granola bars.
This is pure organic butter. Depending on the amount of THC, it may have a slight earthy flavor of marijuana.
All containing THC. This is considered a medication now.
How strong is this stuff, Sam? Like if someone ate 1 cookie, would you feel it?
Yes. Yes, you would.
What if you ate 2 cookies?
Well, you can eat 4 cookies. You can eat 6 cookies. I mean, you're going to end up falling asleep. You can't OD from it. It's impossible. You're not going to die from it. That's not going to happen. I've tried.
A proud man.
I'm impressed that the guy who's considered the Prince of Pot says your stuff is the biggest.
Malache's Grow Up exemplifies the sophistication that pot growers have achieved in both cultivation and cross-pollination, creating perfect plants. Perfect plants begin with perfect seeds. Search the internet and you'll find seed catalogs with hundreds of types of cannabis: BC Bud, Jock Horror, White Rhino, Wonder Woman, 4-Way, Afghan Bull Rider. These are just a few of the pure strains of today's pot. Combinations of cannabis for a body high or a head high. Cross-pollinated to meet specific growing conditions and THC levels. Like grapes from a vineyard, they are sold to connoisseur growers searching for the consummate plant. It's a global trend.
Police officers, come down and open the door!
Some of the strongest pot is grown in England.
Police officers, open the door!
4 times every week for the past 7 months, England's Manchester police have raided a residential grow-op.
It's basically an office block what's been converted into a residential address. There is a large garage at the side which we believe is a commercial cannabis factory. If we get no response, we will force entry. Any questions at this stage?
In 2004, the United Kingdom loosened the penalties for marijuana possession, and criminal gangs have stepped up supply.
What drugs are on the premises, pal?
The new weed of choice here is called skunk.
In previous years, we had cannabis coming from traditional routes such as Afghanistan, Pakistan and Morocco. We've got very much a picture now that's developing of homegrown cannabis, often referred to as skunk, which is more potent. In fact, it's between 30 and 50% more potent.
Skunk is so strong, it's claimed to have brought on schizophrenia-like symptoms to some users.
Again, you see, there's quite a bit in that bag there. That's the classic £10 street deal bag, which you most commonly find to have the buds carried in, which you'll find on the street. Right, here we go, boys.
The lengths people will go in order to cultivate and sell this product is a testament to the plant itself. It is desired by so many. But why? Cannabis has been used as an intoxicant for 5,000 years, first in China. Smoke held in the lungs enters the bloodstream through a network of capillaries. The blood quickly enters the brain where THC binds to receptors. The first hints of intoxication can be felt within 10 seconds. But no one will experience it the same way. Most commonly, time slows to the user. Space appears vast. Sexuality, spirituality, and the senses all appear enhanced. Euphoria increases. But use can also lead to anxiousness, paranoia, abnormal heart rhythms, and a general sense of uneasiness. Long-term use has also been linked with memory loss, respiratory problems, depression, and adverse impacts on schoolwork and job performance. Today, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency classifies marijuana alongside heroin as a Schedule I drug, meaning the harshest drug penalties apply and are enforced. U.S. law enforcement spends billions of dollars a year to combat it. Over 800,000 Americans were arrested last year because of it, almost 90% of them for simple possession. These types of arrests, along with mandatory minimum sentences and 3 strikes you're out laws, have added to an already overburdened prison system.